Okay, everybody, here we go. I had a rush to get in here, man. So here we go. Anyway, it's Monday, May 12th, 2025, man. It's so much to talk about. This rally today in this market, it's not what it appears to be, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you right here, right freaking now. So look, what do you guys and girls want to start? How about this? We're going to look at a chart here of the S&P 500. This is a year of the S&P 500. Now here's today's rally. You see that little blip right there? This is called a Bollinger Band. We got this rally here, this blip, a gap up, a nice gap higher as the market opened up. But what's missing here? Volume. Look at it's low volume, no volume. So what does this tell us? There's no commitment here. This, as of right now, this rally's got no legs. To have momentum behind it, you gotta see volume. We got no volume here. I'll cover this for you guys and girls later when I do an outline of. I do every day. I don't know how I gave myself this job. I do an outline for you of the S&P 500, how to trade it, crude oil, how to trade it, gold, how to trade it, Bitcoin, XRP. My calls on these. My call on XRP was actually wrong today, but that's okay. I feel that XRP is like a coiled snake, and it's just looking for a catalyst to boom to take off. And maybe today is the day. So I don't know, but I can tell you with certainty. I mean, just come on, man. You don't even need to be a chartist to see this nice gap up. That's where the rally was today. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me show you. This is what the market did. Nice gains, especially with tech, pretty much across the board. Okay, lovely. But where's the volume? Where is it? Someone show me, where's the volume? Like, where's the beef? You remember that? Where's the freaking volume? That's what I want to know. Okay, lovely and freaking fantastic. Let's just peer a little deeper. The bond market doesn't want to play here. Okay, there's something else missing. I understand that it's not just central banks who buy all the debt and the Fed is, well, pretty much buying it all. But this is too much here. To see a move, we're seeing a sell-off here in the debt market. And that's not just private investors dumping so they can get into this rally in the stock market that has no volumes. So look, man, I hear from you guys and girls all the time, and I love you guys and girls. I love you, I really do. But some of you are like, well, Greg doesn't get it. Yes, I do. You think I really don't understand this stuff? Come on, man. But anyway, this is interesting. In my opinion, the debt market, first of all, it's a time bomb. It's going to go off. You all know that. It's just so intertwined with the nightmare situation here of the derivative market and everything else. But this is just yet another signal to me that something's wrong. Here, too, we got this profound move higher in the dollar. Just let me put this into perspective. Could you only imagine this rally today? Pretty substantial. If we had a dollar coming down and we had the 10-year yield dropping, this would have been twice as high. So something else is going on here, and I guess we're going to find out. Let's look at a couple of other things. Gold got hit pretty good. Silver under some pressure. Crude oil higher. Let me tell you something about this supposed truce here. Okay, as you all know, President Trump waved the white flag. Oh, I'm sorry, got a truce here with the Houthis in Yemen. Okay, everyone, it's a truce. We love you now. I wanted to annihilate you, and I said I was going to do it, but now no, it's a truce. All right, whatever, man. We're still in that war. Okay, the war is still going. The U.S. allies here, including Israel or whatever, they're pounding that place into oblivion. Guess who's supplying, weapons, logistical support, positioning for military action? Guess who's providing all of it? Yes, it's us, the United States of America. And you don't believe me? Maybe you should look it up for yourself. Bitcoin, cryptos, all right, under some pressure, except XRP. But if you've been watching, if you've been following what I've been saying on my website where I put it, I've been telling you, it's a coiled, it's waiting for a catalyst XRP. Now, okay, so maybe we got it. So, but yesterday, just to put it out there, my call was wrong. That's life in the big city. My call for today, but longer term, you all know my take on this. XRP. Look, man, I'm gonna say something here. I'm gonna tell you guys and girls what about XRP. Okay, you ready for it? First of all, I don't even know if you guys can even hear me too well. I hope you can. Um, XRP to me is a sleeping giant. I believe this. So you need some XRP. You need cryptocurrency in your portfolio, and we're going to talk more. You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. Let me say this too. So President Trump and his sons have created nothing short of a crypto dynasty as of late. And let me ask you this: if you had to guess. And don't take my word for this. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now that I might be lying. Greg might be lying here. Okay? Thank you, everyone. With regard to President Trump and his sons and their building of the crypto dynasty, making the United States the crypto capital of the world, not the constitutional money capital of the world. His sons have done, and himself have done very well in this crypto space here, which he used to hate. It wasn't money. It was a joke, and get out of it and run as fast as you can. But now he's totally into it. But if you look at where President Trump, and I'm not making this up, but maybe I am making it up. I'm going to, look, call me out. Greg, you're wrong on this one here. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove me wrong, okay? I'm going to give you, guys and girls who hate Greg, who hate me, there's a lot of haters out here, and that's fine. I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove me wrong. Where would you say, if you had to look at the entire world here, all right, what part of the world is President Trump and his sons getting the most bang for their buck with regard to their crypto investments and the businesses that they're building? Where would you guess it would be? Would you guess it would be here in the United States? Well, probably not, right? How about over in Asia? No, maybe not there either. How about the Far East or no, I'm going to tell you where it is, okay? It's in the Middle East. Yes, the Middle East, including Qatar. President Trump just got a big, beautiful jet here. He's praising Qatar. It's a freedom capital of the world. Oh, we're going to talk about this in just a moment here. But then he's putting down U.S. manufacturers. Imagine that. You see, that's where the money is. President Trump and his family's money is all coming from the Middle East right now. And you don't believe me on that. Maybe you should take 2 freaking minutes of your day, open up a search window, and look it up for yourselves. Yeah, the Middle East investors and nations are putting a lot of capital to work in President Trump's and his son's family businesses, building a crypto freaking empire. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk. I mean, this is just kind of short here. President Trump's sons just built yet another crypto investment company, and I asked you guys and girls if you were going to put your cash to work in this. So, Lions, what are your thoughts on this as an investment? Let me read this to you. Lions. President Donald Trump's sons, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., is set to go public on the NASDAQ through an all-stock merger with Griffin Digital Mining. Shares of Griffin Digital were up more than 300% today on the back of this news. Okay. Now, this combined company, which is going to be called, are you ready for it? American Bitcoin. You know where most of their investments are going to come from? The Middle East. Oh, you don't believe Greg Mannarino on this? President Trump wouldn't do that, nor would his sons. Well, once you see the truth, you're going to go, whoa. Oh. Is this why President Trump is getting this big, beautiful jet from Qatar that he says it's a really nice gesture? We're going to cover that in a moment. So this combined company called American Bitcoin will trade under the ticker symbol. If you want to write this down here, actually, this is in your inbox, but this is the ticker symbol in case you would feel like investing in it. ABTC. Anyway, with this transaction expected to close early in the third quarter, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So existing stockholders, you're going to love this part, in American Bitcoin, including the president's two eldest sons, will own 98% of the business, a crypto dynasty. And you voted for it. Looks like 17% of you did. Beautiful. Lovely. It's fantastic, isn't it? Look, man, that's all good. That's all good. That's just the way it is, right? Now, how about this? Let's have a little more fun. Being that you and I now know, yeah, we know. If the secret's out of the bag, fact check me. Fact check Greg Mannarino. Who's investing in President Trump and his son's business, his crypto dynasty, their crypto dynasty? Well, of course, it's the Middle East, investors in the Middle East, nations in the Middle East. They're investing right directly into President Trump's companies. And you know who's going to answer to? Not you, to them. And of course, they just rewarded him with a big, beautiful new Air Force One jet. Trump hails Qatar, a beacon of freedom. Hey, thanks for the jet. Yeah, thanks for the jet. President Donald Trump today said Qatar made a very nice gesture. Those exact words. Basically a thank you. Okay, of course, a quid pro quo or quid pro crypto. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Quid pro crypto. Okay, so President Trump on Monday said Qatar had made a very nice gesture in offering the jet to act as Air Force One while criticizing American manufacturing. We're going to make it great. We're going to bring these manufacturers back. We're going to criticize them all too. And we're going to use foreign investors. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to do because you see, America's for sale. $5 million a pop will buy you citizenship here in the United States. Oh, you don't know about this? President Trump's gold card. Oh, Greg's making that one up too. Greg makes up a lot of things. He's got quite an imagination, doesn't he? Make it up. Here we go. So anyway, let's not forget the beacon of freedom that Qatar is. Qatar faces international scrutiny over its restrictions on individual freedoms and liberty. Authorities restrict free expression and have strengthened surveillance capabilities, limiting public dissent and criticism. Sounds like Trump. He doesn't like to be criticized. He's going to hate this video. Women require permission from a male guardian to marry, study abroad, work in many government jobs, and travel abroad if under 25. Women do not have equal rights under inheritance laws and face discrimination in various aspects of life. Beacon of freedom. In Qatar, political participation is limited. I can't even say these words. The hereditary emir, a ruler of the territory governed by an emir, whatever the freak that is, okay, whose position is passed down through inheritance, holds all executive and legislative power, with political parties being prohibited. I can't help wonder. Well, of course, the quid pro crypto. Thank you, sir. Here's a new jet for you. Let me invest in those companies that you and your sons are building. I'm becoming even richer. Do you see what's happening yet? Or you still can't see it? Lovely, isn't it? Okay. How many of you believe that you could make any of this up? Anybody here believe that you could make this stuff up? Yeah, we heard you. Buy Dash. Buy all the Dash you want. Okay. Hasn't even begun to play out in my view. Bitcoin as well, I've told you to buy. Told you to buy cryptocurrencies. You did pretty well with that stuff, didn't you? Okay, maybe not all of it has performed great to date, but we've ripped the freaking face off of cryptocurrency, just like President Trump and his sons have. But of course, we have to have the detractor here because they can't stand the truth. It burns them to their soul. Their soul, they don't know what to do with it because they know we're right. So they got to pick on whatever they think they can pick on. It's a joke. These people, I mean, really, they're deluded. Sounds great to you, right? You can't make any of this stuff up, guys and girls. Anyway, look, going back to this market today and this rally that we got today, no volume. So to me, as a guy who was a day trader for many years, a swing trader for even longer than that, I you got to look at the volume. I would be willing to bet that most people here, my lions who trade, the first thing you looked at was volume. The first thing you said, hold on a minute now, a nice rally, beautiful. Okay, let's embrace this. President Trump did tell you to buy stock. He said buy stock. Interesting. Yeah, okay, whatever. There's no legs here. Does it mean that this rally is going to end tomorrow or we're going to drop the next day? No. But it doesn't mean that this is no big turnaround here. You and we got out of this market literally at the top. I mean, almost to the day. Yes, Greg is back in here a little bit. I am still waiting. I keep getting these questions, so let's cover this real quick. Gregor, when are you getting back into the market full bore? A couple of things need to happen. It's very, very simple. Okay. Volume. I need to see rallies with volume. I want to see, let me show you. Do I have it here? Let me show you what I want to see. You see these gigantic volume spikes here? This big, I want to see a movement up or down with big volume spikes like this. That's what we want to see. We want to see commitment. Volume is commitment. We don't have any. There was nothing. I mean, look at this. It's insane. There's no volume at all. So there's no commitment behind it. So you're going to jump in here and buy stocks. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you won't. I don't know. I would say no, wait. You always wait for the right time to strike. Does this sound about right to you? Okay, number two. This. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see bond yields rising. I didn't even check the MMRI today. Have you guys been checking it? Last time I looked, it was like around 280. Must be way higher than that right now. But this. We need to see a few pieces move together. You understand? It's pretty simple. And then, then we'll look to get back in here. Right now, look, man, they jawbone this market. There's no real deals here. Supposedly we got this UK-US trade deal. It wasn't a deal. There's no deal there. I outlined it all for you. I broke it down for you. It's all out in the open. You could look it up for yourselves. Or if you subscribe to my newsletter, it's in your inbox right now. With regard to this US-China trade deal, this isn't a deal either. It's a pause. It's a strategic pause. That's all this is. There's no deal. There's really no deal here. We still have tariffs on each other, and there's all kinds of things that need to be resolved. Right, Jeffrey? He knows exactly. Is it 283? Thank you, buddy. Okay. So there's no deal here. It's just this knee jerk into the market. A lot of this was short covering too. You have to understand, a lot of people are short this market right now. When you see a rally like this today, I mean, this was a nice rally, but you have to consider how much of this is short covering. I mean, for my trader lions out here, you're laughing because that's exactly probably half of what we witnessed today. Half is short covering. That doesn't mean that this market, again, especially because there's no volume here, is it going to fall tomorrow by 1,000 points? It's all a game. It's a freaking game on an epic freaking scale. Does this sound about right to you? I know you guys and girls get it here. Now, listen, if you guys check your inbox, monthly dues, thank you, Abe, I appreciate that. If you guys check your inbox, I just sent it out like right before the market closed. One of you out here sent me a chart with a little write-up on the death of the dollar in one chart. I looked at it. I didn't really delve into it, but what I looked at was pretty good work. Thanks for giving me the permission to share it. I did share it. The chart looks pretty accurate at a glance. Basically, what this chart tells us, if you guys and girls want to go look at it, is if things stay static the way they are, the dollar will be 100% dead by 2057. That's what I pretty much gathered out of that chart. Now, that's if things remain the way they are. But if we keep getting calls for a weaker dollar, it could be way before that, way before that. But if things remain static, according to that chart, if they stay the way they are, the dollar is gone. We'll lose 100% of its value by 2057. So go check that out, guys and girls. Anything you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? So the Quid Pro crypto, yeah, from the beacon of freedom, A nation here that faces international scrutiny over its restrictions on individual freedoms and liberties. Make that one up. Uh, you can't do it here. Do we really have a president right now, or do we have a thing? I see it's more like a thing, a controlled thing whose investors are rewarding him and his sons with gifts like a $400 million jet that he's going to use as Air Force One as he condemns U.S. manufacturing. This is a president. Imagine if Bidenstein, the creature himself, the last guy, did this right now. The red hat people would be vomiting in their own underwear or in their own bras, and they would be freaking the freak out. Jonathan, thank you. Yes, you're right. That's exactly what they would do. You see, but these people have been so deceived, so mentally deranged, okay, that they can't even admit the truth when they see it, when they know it, when they smell it, when they taste it. They can't do it. It's completely impossible for them to do. This tells you who they serve, the same entity that their worshipful one, the illustrious Trump, serves, and that is the devil himself. You can't make this stuff up, but that's exactly what's going on here. Are we on the right page? Yeah, I think we are. Exactly. So, guys and girls, listen, anything in particular that you guys and girls want to cover besides fact checking me, and I really want you to do it. Who is investing? What nations, what part of the world is putting more cash to work in President Trump and his son's new crypto dynasty that they built? Who are they? Well, you can take my word for it, or you can look it up for yourself. It's the Middle East. It's the same people that have just awarded President Trump with this new $400 million jet. Yeah. But imagine, as I said, if this were Biden would have even accepted it. There's no way, even as bad as the mummy itself was. Let's talk about Bidenstein for a moment. Let's just go over a few names that I had for it: creature, thing, vomitous, puke. That thing. Not even that thing would have accepted this new Air Force One and condemned U.S. manufacturing at the same time. Not even he would have done it. But again, the people with the demented red hats on, they're going to find a way to defend it. Can't make it up. It's an impossible thing to do. But that's called devilism. Devilism. Yeah. All right, guys. GDP is beyond dead. It is. It's totally true. Absolutely. All they do, look, the $1.32 trillion. Let me tell you something. This new war that we're in that went on for 8 weeks, hundreds of billions of dollars. On top of that, it's still going on. Again, we're still supplying logistics and supplies and everything. So we're still in that war over there, even though President Trump's truce with the Houthis is still going on, of course. It's just in another way. And we can't tell because you see they're going to hide it all from us. And then we got that, and we got a $1.32 trillion spending, but we're running $2 trillion deficits every quarter here, and now this. So the Fed doesn't even have to cut rates anymore. Do you realize that? The Fed does not even have to cut rates anymore to kill the dollar. The dollar is being killed via spending out of control, way worse than the Bidenstein mummy man creature vomitous mass puke that it was. We have a new creature thing vomitous mass puke that takes jet Air Force One freaking gifts here from foreign nations, which invest in his and his son's companies. What would you do, those of you who wear the red hat, if this were Biden or his sons? What would you do now? I know exactly what you do, but let me tell you something. You don't have the guts to say it. They are worms, just like the men that they worship. All of them, worms. Anyone who cannot admit the truth does not serve the same God that I serve. Let me tell you that right now. Sound about right? Yeah. You know why it sounds right? Because it is right. All right, guys. Anyway, you and I, it's time. I got, you know what I'm going to do? Finally, I'm going to clean this area today. Oh my goodness. It's such a disaster. It's a mess out here. That's kind of it, guys. Love you with all I got. And don't I look crazy today? Oh, I do, I do, I do. I know I do. But that's it, man. That's it's just the way it is. And it's all good. All right, love you with all I got. As I said, people, I will see you in the morning as usual. And I want you to ponder the things that I said here. And I would love to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent. Tell me where I got this right. Tell me where I got this wrong. If I've earned your thumbs up, let's see it and prove me wrong. I want one guy out here or girl who was or is wearing a red hat to tell me, admit to all of us here, forget me, admit to God the Father, the creator of all things, uh, what you would do right now if this were Biden or his sons. Because I know in my heart, and you know in your heart, exactly what they'd be doing right now. Right, Jonathan? Thank you again. I will see you guys in the morning. Count on it.